The name of the show is The Way to Go. My name is Alan Bendich. I'm going to be your host. Tonight we're lucky enough to have the star of Dwellers, The Curse of Pastor Stokes, Mr. Sean A. Kaufman, the star.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. So it was great to have you on the last show because we got a chance to get a little bit of your background and get to know you a little better and know how really good an actor. We got a chance to see, what was the name of the show again?
My first one was called Maturing Youth.
Maturing Youth,
Yeah.
and you won Best Actor, and it won all these awards, and
it's
almost
been,
every film festival you get something.
We've always been at least nominated
Right.
in something. So we have Best Indie Short, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, and then Best Producer,
Right.
and now Best Actor.
So the cool thing about it is that you got an opportunity now to become a Best Actor in a feature film, right? And
I
the
really hope so.
opportunity.
That would be. I mean, I don't want to ask for too much, but that would
okay.
be,
Well, at least a star.
Yeah.
And you were great, and I had the opportunity to work with you, and that was fun. It was like I felt like your father or your grandfather. Great-grandfather, great-grandfather in that one scene, yeah. But it was, so what is Dwellers, what would you say Dwellers, what's the message of Dwellers?
What is the message of Dwellers? I mean, it's really, it all boils down to faith.
Right, that's true.
You know, I mean, it's a story that takes place in churches and, you know, and where you and I are working to fight evil, but
I think my character, not to give too much away, but I'm not a good fighter. I mean,
doesn't mean you weren't fighting, but I don't want, like you said, not to give too much away.
right. But it was, I mean, like we could talk about some of the cast members. And, well, it's a film by Deshaun Hardy, right?
Yeah.
He wrote it.
So Deshaun is our producer, writer, director extraordinaire.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had the opportunity to work on two other projects with him. One of them was The Lake on Clinton Road, and the other one was, now I can't remember the other one, but it was a show with Mickey and Deshaun. They both directed, and of course, I'm going to get killed by them. I can't remember the name of it. But I played the head of I owned a big business that was and it was we made these people like super people.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Mickey loves doing stage combat.
Yeah, it was, and she was the star in that as well as the producer. And she's going to kill me because I can't remember the name of it.
Let's hope she doesn't see this episode.
But you know what? I'm even going to talk. I'm going to look on my phone.
But no, that's fine. But getting back to Dwellers, I think it really is about faith and having just unwavering commitment to your belief in this case with Pastor Stokes, your belief in God and your spirituality, because that's what will conquer evil.
No, initially we were going to have another person on the show today, Stan J. Adams.
Yeah.
What did he play? Because I never got a chance to work with him in any sense.
Stan played my other half, basically. Not my wife, but my my best friend and buddy, my biggest support system in the movie. He's like everything to me. The two of us are like connected at the hip, basically. So Stan, he actually called me 2 nights ago.
He seemed upset. He seemed really upset.
He was torn up. He really was looking forward to being able to be here with us. That's okay. Take your time.
I gotta find his thing.
Yeah. But Stan plays Ali, and Ali is Jonathan's, like I said, best friend and confidant and sidekick. You know, we're like another married couple, basically. So it was really great playing these roles.
She's gonna kill me.
Oh boy.
So
she can kill you.
I know she can. So, and she actually worked on a project that I worked on, that I produced and directed also. So it was a short film called Waiting. So anyway, so who else do we have on the show? We have Tina Kraus.
Tina Kraus.
What does she play? She plays your wife,
She plays my wife, Jacqueline. Yeah. So that was so fun to work with her. We have some scenes where
I gotta find this.
Go for it.
You talk.
We have couple of scenes with special effects. So like shooting, this was the first time that I ever did a film working with special effects.
Oh, wow.
So she gets to have a little bit of, she got to have a little bit of fun when we were shooting that.
Right.
With doing that. You would be surprised at how many gadgets, like household or everyday humdrum objects, you can end up using to help create a film or like use on a film set.
Yeah, we had special. I mean, Spike was really good at doing that.
Spike, Mike, and Mo.
Yeah,
Paul,
that was crazy.
They're an incredible crew to work with.
Yeah, I worked with them. I worked with Spike only in Lake on Clinton Road.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he made me look scary. I mean, I was playing a detective on that show, and it was unbelievable. I'm going to find this though, so continue.
Okay, yeah.
This is funny.
I'll kind of give a little bit of a spoiler. At one point, we used a leaf blower on her.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there were definitely days when it was just me and her shooting, or just me and Stan shooting.
Yeah.
Or one-on-one scenes, and we needed to basically, make it look like there was sort of a tornado happening around her. This way I don't give too much away. And they actually brought in a leaf blower. I didn't know whether to laugh or just like, it was the funniest thing to watch.
Yeah, she's crazy. I mean, when in character, she could be.
She's
totally,
so committed.
She should be committed.
Yeah. Oh no.
No, just kidding.
No,
Tina,
that's
you're
excellent
awesome.
wordplay.
No, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
And the show was Robin. It was called, and it was the teaser.
Oh, okay.
And it was really great. I just remember that the way we were trying to set up shots, like we'd all be in a row, and it was interesting.
Yeah.
It was interesting, and also the lady who played Tiffany, who was the lady who played my keeper.
Yeah.
She was in the movie too. She was one of the stars.
So you had worked together.
Yeah,
before.
we had worked together. And she worked on one of my series, A Scriptless MD.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, which is, it's amazing all these people that we work together.
Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot Rob and Teaser. Mickey is going to kill me. But, we did bring a couple of clips in just to give a little, to show how scary this was. It's a horror film, right?
It is. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is. So maybe we could share just this little. Oh, no, actually, we'll share the actual.
Let's share the trailer.
The trailer.
Yeah.
Why not?
Let's get people hooked.
Yeah, let's get the people hooked. So check out this trailer and look at the guy with the dark hair. The other guy with the dark hair. Okay, enjoy.
There's been things going on in the church. Demonic spirits. Dwellers?
Have you ever wondered what happens to the demons that people exorcise when they come to church? Those demons dwell in that church. Let us pray.
In the name of the Father, state your name!
Shout out to Urban Mouse. I like that.
Urban Mouse.
I love it. So that was fun.
Oh,
That's, that was great. Yeah. So what do you think? Are you excited?
I'm scared.
You're scared?
No, I mean, it's funny. People ask me,
yeah.
Friends or coworkers, they say, like, how scary was it working on a scary film? And I'm like, this is going to be a big letdown for you, but like, when you've read the script and you're like watching it be created, it's not scary at all.
I just remember I got the script about a year before.
Oh wow, VIP.
No, they were going to shoot it earlier.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I got the lines down and everything, and all of a sudden, something happened.
Yeah.
And then I got the call, we're going to shoot it. And it was like, oh my God, I got to remember the lines again.
Yeah.
But at least there was somewhere in the back of my mind.
Yeah. It's true, they do come back.
Yeah, it was great.
So
my technique is go in my basement and until I have some tendonitis issues right now, but I would play with like light weights and just get this whole kinetic thing going, and I just go over it on and on. And sometimes I use my cell phone as the
the other actor.
As the other actor.
I do that as well. That's one of my things. It was challenging with this script because with the lead role you have a lot of lines. So if you're going to do recordings like that, you got to break it up into bits, like a minute or 2 minute clips here or there, or like scene by scene. But yeah, I'll listen, and I try not to give myself a reading. Like I try to basically sound, when I record it, just sound like a robot.
Right. That's exactly how As a matter of fact, I remember I had one acting coach when I came back after 22 years of not acting, and he said the best thing to do, first of all, is repetition, and with no, just no inflection, nothing, just talk like a robot.
He sounds like he was Meisner trained, or from that school of acting.
And then afterwards you find it, but once you got the words down, like robotically, then all of a sudden you find your character.
Yeah, because then, now if you really want to go into the meat and potatoes of acting, it's about being there, being present with the other actor, and you might have had like an idea of how you wanted to say or do something, but if you're listening and you're really interacting and you're doing truthfully under imaginary circumstances, that's when interesting stuff is going to happen, it's not going to sound like
it doesn't really matter what you're saying as long as the connection. The connection's there.
You could be speaking complete.
Or you could be saying, I love you, but you could tell that the person really hates you.
Oh yeah.
And it's all that stuff. So it's I love it, and those are the moments that are the best. When you have that connection.
It's the magic.
It is the magic.
The special sauce.
So where could this be seen? Because actually, even though this is probably going to air after the premiere, we're going to be premiering it next week.
That's right. So
this will be probably on YouTube as soon as I get the clip. So it'll be coming out before the premiere.
Okay, great. Yeah. So our New York City premiere is Friday, October 25th at the AMC on 34th Street.
What time?
Begins like 6 p.m. for the meet and greet, so we'll have I hope a step and repeat, that kind of thing. Right. So 7 o'clock show.
Right. And it's AMC at 34th, I guess.
34th Street AMC, yeah.
Do you know what cross street?
It's off of 7th.
It's off of 7th Avenue, okay.
Maybe it's off of 8th.
Okay, but it's around there, right?
It's either between 7th and 9th, put it that way. I've been there. I'm almost positive it's between 8th and 9th then.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, right? And there's still some tickets left, I think. There's a few, but not many. I think
there's a handful left. I think most of the tickets online are bought up.
Yeah.
I have it the other way around. Most of the physical tickets were bought up. Now
but I think a lot of them, you could still get them. Yeah. But I don't think there's that many, because I remember before I got my wife her ticket, there were like, one day there were 100, and then the next day there were 50.
Oh,
so
okay.
it was like holy.
I got to send out another email blast to my my friends then.
But it was pretty exciting, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, me too.
And
is this going to be the first time you see the
whole film?
Yeah.
Well, we were given a taste of it before it was.
The rough cut.
The rough cut.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch the whole thing.
Okay.
Because I was only interested in my parts.
Yeah, of course.
My parts, and I was, I liked the idea that they showed it to us, and they also showed us where they wanted to do certain things with it, and it's good. Deshaun is really good. I really enjoy working with him.
Me too.
Hopefully, we'll both get a chance to work with him again in the future.
So, yeah.
But he takes pride in his work, and he makes sure that before he puts it out into the world, that it's the best it possibly can be.
Yeah. It's also really down to earth. Working with him, I never felt like he was, even if there was a stressful situation, if we were losing time or whatever, he always kept such a level head and was the most genuine person in the room.
He's a great guy. He's just wonderful. And it was interesting. There's one scene where I'm playing, I'm in robes and I'm doing the thing. And that was like a magic moment for me. It was great. And
you're referring to the one day that we didn't shoot together.
That's
probably,
correct.
Right?
Yeah, and it was great.
Yeah.
And
from the clip.
From the clip.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was that what's the word when you let something out?
You like bleeped?
No, I'm saying, I'm gonna give a clue out there.
Spoiler.
Spoiler,
Yeah.
thank you. One spoiler was, when we got there, we weren't sure what robe, and then the actual priest from the church brought out this robe, and it was like they had a bunch of them, but that robe, and everyone said, "Yeah, that's the one."
Yeah.
So we didn't even know which robe I was going to wear, and that I put it on, and I felt, man, hey, this Jewish guy feels like a bishop. But it was amazing, and we had the whole church was filled up.
Yeah.
And it was great, I can't wait. I can't wait to see the final product.
Yeah.
So
same here. I think people are going to walk away from it, not only having been scared by it, but they're also going to walk away from it with a sense of renewed faith or spirituality.
Well, I hope that I can't wait to see how the audience walks away from it.
Yeah.
I can't anticipate at this point.
Have you gotten a reaction from friends or family from the trailer?
Oh, friends. I mean, I showed it to everyone at work, and I work for a media company, and everybody came into my office saying, "Whoa, that's great! Fantastic!" And I mean, a lot of that is Spike. He's a great cinematographer. I mean, he's a great editor. As a matter of fact, he's such a great editor. I think we have another clip. Do you think we should share that one?
I would love to.
Okay, you haven't seen this one, right?
This one I haven't seen, so I'm really excited to watch.
Deshaun sent that to us. So I actually saw it before, but so let's share this one with our audience.
Yeah.
It's not the trailer, but it's really good. Okay, enjoy. Well, I'm scared. I don't know about you.
Ooh, I got
That is
chills.
pretty scary stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. So, how proud are you to be affiliated with this product?
My God.
This
I mean,
project.
that's the word. It's just I'm just completely full of pride for this. It's like, it's my second film. It's my second lead role.
Right.
It's my second lead role in a row, and it looks like that.
Right.
So it makes me. Like I can't. Sometimes I wake up and if I have an email or I see a post about it that, that Deshaun's put up or something, it just brings me so much joy because I got to work with such great people.
It's unbelievable.
And put together something that, friends of mine look at it, they go, "It looks like a real movie." I say,
It is.
And that's so cool. Like knowing that they're
They said the
excited
same
to
thing
see
at
it.
my job too. It's like it looks like a real movie. And I'll tell you, the combination of Deshaun and Spike. Because again, it's the same combination I did with the first movie I worked with those guys.
Right.
Those guys work well together, and they blend so nicely together.
Yeah, I mean, our business is a business of relationships.
That's
and
all that is. That's
so if you find someone you work well with, like hold them tight. I think that's what it is because they get each other.
Yeah.
They don't even have to really, explain things. They just you want to do the thing where and then the other one's like, yeah, when we did with the thing. Right. And then they have it.
And it's not like John Lennon and Paul McCartney where they're competing. It's like they're together working on one project together.
Yeah, it's a shared vision.
And shared vision, and with bringing different things to the table.
Yeah, different skill sets.
Sometimes I think that might have been where I lost it with Scriptless, because we were both actors and we're both so it is weird when things get to the point where it becomes like a Lennon McCartney relationship. But this is different. And I'm sure they'll work together again. I mean, they work so well together.
Yeah, if I was a betting man.
Yeah. So who else is, we have Mickey on it.
We have Mickey. So she's actually how I got in. I don't know if either of us ever told you that story.
You had mentioned it to me.
Did I mention?
Yeah,
okay.
But how did that happen?
So Mickey was actually, she worked on Maturing Youth with me. Oh. She was originally a first AD.
Right.
She was assistant directing. She was...
Mickey who? What's her last name?
Mickey Damon.
Damon, okay.
And she was keeping everything in line on set, making sure we were running on time, helping with a lot of the backstage or behind the scenes production. And then there was also one day where we needed her to just be a walk-on role for a babysitter. Right. And she volunteered as the tribute for that and was great. And then a month after we finished we wrapped up, she reached out to me and said, hey, I gave your website or your headshot to a friend of mine who just wrote a movie. He said, you look exactly like what he has in mind. Can you read the script? Right. And it turned out to be Deshawn in Dwellers.
I mean, she's not just a great AD, she really is a good actress.
Yeah.
I mean,
and in this case, good friend.
Yeah, but great friend.
Yeah.
I mean, she worked on, I was able to, in quotes, direct her, but she worked with my dad in a film, so she played his nurse. But she's beautiful, and she's talented. Oh yeah, and
she writes as well.
She's a good person. So she did Robin, which again.
Yeah. But I mean more than just scripts. I mean, she wrote a novel. Oh. She takes classes in stage combat. She's written.
Well, she demonstrated that in Robin. She was actually a killer in that one.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So who else could we talk about on?
Tina and Stan and
we had Tina, but how about
Travis and Brittany and
how about the person who did makeup? What's her name?
Yes, Chrissy.
Chrissy. She was incredible. I mean, she did latex makeup on me that made me look well. You'll find out when you see the movie.
You look pretty close to death.
Right.
Yeah, Christy did such a good job on you.
Right. She was great.
Yeah.
And she probably did makeup on everyone in that, right? I mean,
I think I was the only one who didn't have any makeup on, other than when I needed to maybe look a little bit sweaty.
Right.
There was I don't know if you were probably there for this. They had to put baby oil on me.
I don't think I was there.
You weren't there for this.
No, I was.
Okay.
I was only in. I was like 3 or 4 scenes, but and then. But I don't want to get into it. And my voice was in a couple of scenes, though. So,
True.
That should be fun. It's funny, though, because if you looked at the trailer, it's like I'm in there like so many scenes. But
yeah.
It's incredible.
Well, I mean, but your character is pivotal.
Right.
Without him,
right.
You don't have the Dwellers as it's written.
Right, it's true.
But
that is true. So it's actually, it was a very meaty part. I'll put it this way. I was honored to get the part, and it was like the first part I had with Deshawn. I was his partner as a detective in his first movie, and it was just like for one scene. It was a great scene, and it actually was the beginning of the trailer for his first movie.
Yeah, and there you go, same.
Right. And now all of a sudden it's like the next part was meatier, so I'm hoping the next part's even meatier. But I love this part, actually. And I think, like you're saying, it is it's a pivotal role in the film. It's not a lead, but it's something that interacts with the lead, which is...
Yeah, but also, I mean, when we got to act together, it was the history of our relationship that, whenever you have one of these mentor-mentee relationships, there's a depth to that, and
it's interesting.
That's what provides the foundation for the story today.
Right. And also, not to give too much away, but there's a lot of talking about the character, my character, when I'm not there.
Right.
It's interesting.
Yeah. He's
I like
always,
that.
he's
It
always
was,
around.
it was, so I really appreciate. I mean, I appreciate you, but I appreciate Deshaun. I really, it was really nice that he thought about me for the part. That's how I look at it. I appreciate every filmmaker that uses me, because
Of course.
it's like, because they help me, make my dreams come true, basically.
Right. Yeah, and that's, again, what it is, the business of dreams.
That's it.
And whether it's your dream coming true in life as an actor or someone else's dream becoming reality.
Right, it's everyone's dream. Like
Yeah.
this, as he had on that on the poster when he posted that on Facebook, Deshaun was talking about thank you to all of us for at least for him having his dreams come true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's his dream.
Right.
We're part of his dream, but
Yeah. We're seeing it. We are the result of him dreaming.
Right.
He woke up and wrote it, and here we are. We're watching clips.
And he's part of my dream. So it's amazing. It's so I mean, these things. The one thing is that no matter how old you get, you're always going to have dwellers or maturing youth. It's always going to. That's something that's going to be there. It's forever. Unless of course it gets ruined or Google breaks down or your videotapes die or whatever you're using.
I'll have to archive it.
That's it. And
myself.
that's the thing. It's amazing. That's the beauty of having this show too, is because like I told you, I had my father on the show for about maybe between 85 and 90 times. And the stories, even our conversation, 20 years from now.
You're going to be so grateful that you've had those.
I know. And my kids will, and your kids will, about this show or any show. And when they see you, it's amazing. When I look back at when I was in Hollywood, and I see myself when I was 26 and 27 on television shows or movies, it's a trip, man. It's like, it's a pleasure, and you could relive those moments, and you never forget about them. That's the other thing. Like I got a chance to work with James and Josh Brolin when back in 1985. Whenever they were shooting Goonies. Yeah. The assistant, the second assistant director had his directorial debut, and he used me in a movie, a short movie that they did in Hollywood. So I worked with Joey Pantoliano. I worked with James and Josh Brolin. Jan Smithers, who was on WKRP in Cincinnati, and and I still have clips of those times. So it's like, it's like these memories that we're making right now are going to be forever, and we could actually have validation because we have them on screen. So it's great.
Hey, look, I made it, kind of.
Or look, son. Or look, grandson.
Yeah.
So
it is something to be proud of.
Do you think you're going to direct, or do you think you'll produce, or do you have that? Is that in the scheme of things?
I've definitely thought about it. I've worked on directing with friends, or things like that. So maybe.
I mean, we're at the end of the show, and I usually don't say it, but we really have to give it the ultimate shout out to Deshaun and to Spike and his team and everybody. And I really appreciate having you on the show. But there's just one thing left to say. That's a wrap. Good night, folks.